And so this is where Helm, in my opinion, really shines. We're going to start building out some scenarios. Let's add a scenario here where we get paid early. By scenario, what I mean is we're copying the entire data set of Ryan's design company here. So literally all of that forecasting that we did for the base case is all now in a new scenario called paid early. It's a completely independent data set. And so I can drag and drop, I can change dates, I can do whatever you want in this case without affecting my base case. So this project, what happens if it gets paid in July, say 15th? We can actually just simply drag it and drop it instead of manipulating the data in another spot. And we could actually immediately see what happens to Ryan's design company if you get paid early. We'll also make a case where what happens if they get paid late, because it's also good to know, best case, worst case. So that's kind of what we're doing here. So paid late, we'll change the color just so that we can tell the difference. And I'll just select that case here. And here we're going to say what happens if they pay it in September. So now you can see exactly the financial position Ryan will be in. If he gets paid early, he's going to be cash flush. He's got a problem if he gets it when he expects it, and he's going to have a real problem if he gets it when he's paid late. And so it's not to say that we have a solution here, but what we have is we can talk with Ryan as we're doing this, and we can start thinking about the solution. Ryan now has optics around what his business needs to do, and there's a multiple different solutions that he could do. I've just written down a few examples here. He could delay his own salary. Not ideal, but he could do it. They could get a line of credit. They could get short-term financing. Might be a little tight because, you're only a couple months out and those processes take time. He could accelerate the actual project. They've got a brand new employee, so they could focus all their efforts on that, finish the project earlier, get paid earlier. Or they could entice that person, the customer, to actually pay earlier by even giving a discount. The point here is that there's probably 1,000 different ways to skin this cat. You just need to sit down and figure out how to do it. The highlight here is that we got to that point very quickly and easily. So I'll just quickly map out what happens if he gets paid early with a 10% discount, because that actually is a plausible example. So we'll take this paid early case, we'll duplicate it, and we'll say less 10%. And I should have changed the color, so I'll do that now, just so that we can see what it looks like. And we'll go back into here, and we will change this to $36,000, not 336, $36,000, because they're getting paid earlier. But perhaps they could incent the customer to pay them earlier without working harder on it. They could use their new employee for new revenue and just give them a simple discount. This is where their cash position would be. They'd still be in good shape, which maybe means they can now use their employee to grow the revenue instead of working on the same project and having even more lumpiness.